24. First, give it a try. Okay. So, how will we solve this? Let's try to understand this thing. So in this case, we are given that probability of A is 0.50 and probability of B is 0.70. Can any one of you tell me what are you getting as probability A intersection B? What is the answer for probability A intersection B? Absolutely. It is going to be use the basic formula, probability of A plus probability of B minus probability A union B. So probability of A is 0.50 plus 0.70 minus 0.85. This is going to be 1.20 minus 0.85. This is going to be 0.35. Also, did any one of you check the other options? You need to check them. It can be an MSQ question, right? So this is probability A intersection B from this formula. This formula is always valid. ये हमेशा ठीक होगा formula. Always valid. And from this formula, you are getting this to be 0.35. Now, if they are independent, so probability A intersection B will be probability of A into probability of B. So it will be 0.50 into 0.70. This is giving me 0.35. So both of these are giving me 0.35. Right? It means that the first option at least is correct, that they are actually independent of each other, because probability A intersection B is becoming probability of A into probability of B. So that is the correct part. That is in fact correct, right? So yes, they are mutually independent. ये एकदम ठीक बात है. A and B are equally likely. ये तो ठीक नहीं है, because we can see that probability A and B are different, right? So they are not equally likely. This is incorrect. Not mutually independent is also incorrect. Mutually exclusive. They exclude each other only when probability A intersection B will be. When will they exclude each other? A intersection B will be 0. Absolutely. It will be 0. So this is also incorrect. So we can only conclude that A is the correct option, right? That is correct, that they are mutually independent of each other. Absolutely. Okay. Come to the next question. Try this one. A discrete random variable x. अब बहुत important है ये चीज, हाँ? So this is how you will be tricked in exam. बहुत ध्यान से देखना है. Till now, we have learned that uniform distribution is always for continuous random variable. Uniform distribution always stands for continuous random variable. But here in this question, we are given that x is rather a discrete random variable. So discrete में uniform का क्या मतलब निकल सकता है? What can it mean? First tell me that. What does it mean to be uniformly distributed but in a discrete random variable? Anyone? Random guess, अगर ये exam में आए, what do you think? What will it mean? Absolutely, equal probability. उससे ज्यादा मैं कुछ मान ही नहीं सकती हूँ. Uniform means equal. Uniform distribution in continuous variable meant that each one of them had the same constant probability k, which we had found as 1 upon b minus a. यही तो निकाला था. So when it is a uniform distribution but it is a discrete variable, इसका simple meaning है that each x will have equal probability. Each x has equal probability. So कितना x is it? This. So each one of them will have the same probability. So there are 6 x's, 1/6 probability to each one of them. Now try to solve this question. Now try solving it. Give it a try. Open the absolute value. Think. Probability x minus 14 less than 5. इसको open करते हैं. What will we get? Probability x minus 14 between 5 and minus 5. है ना? Whenever you open absolute value, you put minus also and plus also, और वो interval हो जाता है. Add 14 on both sides. Probability minus 5 plus 14 less than x less than 5 plus 14. Probability x between 19 and 14 minus 5 माने 9. अब देखो, what are the x between 19 and 9? We can go ahead and we can see 11, 15 and 18. Isn't it? These are the 3x which are between 9 and 19. So this is going to be probability. X can be 11, x can be 15, x can be 18. I am just doing it in multiple steps. इतना करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Each have equal probability. 3/6, 1/2. So the correct answer to this question is 1/2. There is no equal to. अगर equal to होता तो I would have included 9 also. But I want those x's which are between 9 and 19. Those x's are 11, 15 and 18. So you will consider only those x's. Is this clear? So answer is A. Absolutely. Very, very simple question. बस उन्होंने ये बोलने की जगह that they have equal probability word use कर दिया that they are uniformly distributed. और ये बात we know this thing कि यूनिफॉर्म डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन सिर्फ कंटिन्यूअस में है. डिस्क्रीट में यूनिफॉर्म का मतलब सिर्फ एक ही चीज हो सकता है दैट दे हैव इक्वल प्रोबेबिलिटीज. Okay, so I hope that this question is absolutely clear to you. Let's move on to the next one. Try this one. This is very tricky question. I want you to give this a try. This is GATE 2024 question. Give it a try. See, stats is something जो एकदम whatever we are doing exactly same नहीं आएगा. It will be an application of that. So you have to keep your mind very open. Can you tell me first of all, what is the expected value of x? It is x, fx, dx integrated in the interval wherever x is defined. ये होता है expected value of x usually. इधर इन्होंने they have tricked you. What they are saying, you have to find the expected value of x. but in the term given is in the conditional form. तो ये वाला जो probability है यहाँ पे, इसकी जगह पे पहले मुझे ये चीज निकालना पड़ेगा, probability x given y equal to half. Instead of this probability, I will have to replace it with this probability. That's the first thing. जिस भी चीज का एक्सपेक्टेड वैल्यू निकालना होता है, यू विल गो अहेड एंड यू विल प्लग दैट प्रोबेबिलिटी ना. तो यहां पे आई नीड टू फाइंड द एक्सपेक्टेड वैल्यू ऑफ एक्स गिवन वाई इक्वल टू हाफ, नॉट एक्स. तो आई नीड टू फर्स्ट, ये वाला जो प्रोबेबिलिटी, आई नीड टू फाइंड प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ एक्स गिवन वाई इक्वल टू हाफ. कैन यू फाइंड दिस फॉर मी क्विकली? जस्ट गिव इट अ ट्राई. फाइंड दिस प्रोबेबिलिटी. This will be probability x, y equal to half. That means their intersection. So I can write it in a better way like this. Probability x equal to sum x and y is half upon probability y is half. ऐसा लिख सकते हैं. What is the numerator representing? We have done this kind of question last class में. What is the numerator representing? Anyone? X का कुछ वैल्यू और y का कुछ वैल्यू. What is the numerator representing? What is this word called? Nothing but the joint distribution, because there is some x and some y. Right? And what is the joint? Because I am taking some value of x and some value of y. So joint distribution. And what is the denominator representing? The marginal distribution. Absolutely. The marginal distribution. How do I know numerator is joint distribution? क्योंकि कुछ x और कुछ y है. Y का क्या value does not matter. But numerator is representing some x and some y. Denominator में सिर्फ y है. It means this is marginal distribution. It means x के लिए, or for all values of x, I have integrated it. This is the marginal distribution of y. Marginal distribution of y. So try to understand. Okay. Now if I ask you, find the numerator for me. Find the joint distribution for me. So joint distribution to already I am given here. What is the joint distribution given to me? So my joint distribution f of xy, this is given to me as 2 by 3 x plus 2y. Now I want to find this distribution for all some value of x, but I want to keep y at half. So this will be 2 by 3 x plus, instead of y, I will replace half and I will get 2 by 3 x plus 1. This is my joint distribution where I have kept y at half. Can you find marginal for me quickly? Marginal distribution of y. कैसे निकाला था हमने marginal distribution y का? To find the marginal distribution of y, you were integrating for all possible values of x, right? And here x is between 0 and 1. So if I go ahead and I find the marginal distribution of y, what will I get? I will get integrate 2 by 3 x plus 2y. For all possible values of x, x is between 0 and 1. Just integrate it. What will you get? 2 by 3 x square by 2 plus 2xy between 0 and 1. Right? Put the values, get the answer. What will happen? 2 by 3, 1 by 2 plus 2y. This will be 1 by 3 plus 4 by 3y. Now, the denominator tells me that this marginal distribution needs to be evaluated when y is half. So I will put y as half. And I will get the answer as 1. So the denominator will be 1. The numerator will be this. So this probability, this figure, ultimately, this will come out to be 2 by 3 x plus 1 upon 1. This is the final probability that needs to be plugged in here. Then you will find the expected value. Should I repeat this question? Okay, let's repeat it. Just see. तो क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे कि you are given a joint distribution. You are given f of xy is equal to 2 by 3 x plus 2y. You are not given any relation between x and y in the range. आपको x और y दोनों ही x comma y है. Both of them are between 0 and 1. And it says 0 otherwise. Right? You need to go ahead and you need to find the expected value of x given y is half. Expected value of x given y is half. Right? Now, if I open the expected value, what will happen? I will get, so whenever we have to find expected value of anything, we integrate that, जिसका भी निकालना है, यहाँ पे x का expected value निकालना है, तो x into the probability. But यहाँ पे probability किस चीज का लेंगे? इस चीज का. So into the probability of x given y is half dx. This must be integrated between x is between 0 and 1, so 0 to 1. This will be the formula of expected value. यहाँ पे हम conditional expected value निकाल रहे हैं. That is why I have taken the conditional probability. Now the first thing is that I need to solve for this conditional probability. हमें ये solve करना है. So what we will go ahead and do is we will find probability x given y equal to half. So I will use the usual formula. Probability A given B is probability A intersection B upon probability of B. So here it will become probability x. Ab x ka no value is given to me. So I will take x at all values of x intersection y at half upon probability of y at half. Right? Now, if we look here, the numerator is some value of x and some value of y. So when we define for some value of x and some value of y, that is called as joint distribution. The denominator is only for y. यहाँ पे denominator में there is no x. माने this is marginal distribution of y. It is independent of x. So marginal distribution of y. This is joint distribution of x and y. In other words, the numerator is f of xy and denominator is f of y. So what is the numerator now? What is f of xy? Well, f of xy is already given to me as this value. ये value given है. 2 by 3 x plus 2y. तो मैंने यही लिख लिया. 2 by 3 x plus 2y. And numerator tells us that we need to keep the value of y at half. So we will go ahead and we will plug y at half. It means I will get 2 by 3 x plus 2 into half. It means that this will become 2 by 3 x plus 1. This is my numerator. Now let's look at denominator. For denominator, I need marginal distribution of y. We have done this in class, that by definition, the marginal distribution of y means integrating for all possible values of x. So we go ahead and we integrate 2 by 3 x plus 2y for all possible values of x. X is between 0 and 1. So when you will go ahead and when you will integrate this thing, after integration, we were going ahead and getting 1 by 3 plus 4 by 3y. ये आ जाएगा integrate करके. Now, again, denominator tells us that this marginal distribution needs to be evaluated when y is half. So I will again put y as half here. So putting y as half will give me 1 by 3 plus 4 by 3 into half. This will give you the answer as 1. So once you go ahead and you put these values, you have got that numerator is this and denominator is this. So finally your probability comes out to be 2 by 3 x plus 1 by 1. ये आपका probability हो गया. That means we have gone ahead and we have found out this value. हमने ये value निकाल लिया है that this value is this 2 by 3 x plus 1. Now put it back here. So you will get integration of 0 to 1 x into 2 by 3 x plus 1 dx. Take 2 by 3 out. This is going to be x square plus x 0 to 1 dx. And this will be 2 by 3 x cube by 3 plus x square by 2 from 0 to 1. 2 by 3, 1 by 3 plus 1 by 2. 2 by 3, 5 by 6. The answer will be 5 by 9. That's the answer to this question. 5 by 9. Is this clear? It's a little tricky question. So you need to practice such questions. एक बारी में नहीं आएंगे. You need to practice them again and again to understand the gist of this question, what the question is saying. As a homework, can you reverse and can you find E of y given x is half? Please try this part. Then we will discuss it in the group. Find this answer. E of y given x is half. Okay, let's look into the next question. So the answer to this one is 5 by 9. Give this one a try. This is easy. Question number 41.